One of the more funnier things about this whole situation was that I thought he had a big pee-pee, but it was like an optical illusion. Because, like, I guess because he was such a big dickhead, I thought he had a big dickhead. But, like, literally, like, 3 days after I got out of the mental facility, I hooked up with this guy from Newcastle, and that dude had a big wiener. Like, we're talking, like, I was like, what? Like, it took me seeing that dude's to be like, okay, he doesn't have a big one anymore. This dude's got a big one. Like, and I'm not, like, throwing hate on the small ones either, because, like, small ones are chef's kiss. I love smaller peepees. But, like, if I'm a pee-pee connoisseur, so it's like, if I'm going to, like, talk on one, the perfect one, you know, it's gotta be a certain way. And sometimes that certain way has nothing to do with the size. It's about the way it feels. But yeah, no, like, and I kind of openly said this to him too. Like, I literally said, you know, and it wasn't like a whole, like, oh, well, I'm mad at you, so your pee-pee's not big. Like, I was like, more of a, like a, you know, now that I think about it, it's actually not that big. I don't know if the spell was broken or what. Or maybe I just not had a lot of pee-pees. But, like, it wasn't, after being with the guy from Newcastle, it just wasn't big anymore. It's like, you know, no, the guy from Newcastle has a freakishly large pee-pee. And mind you guys, this was like 3 days after I got out of the mental facility. So I was on a rampage. And I think I've already talked to you guys about the rampage I went on. I went on a fucking rampage. I wanted to forget that shit ever happened. And forget I did. But, like, no, like, after, like, you know, getting out there and everything, I was like, nah, his pee-pee wasn't that big. It wasn't that big. It's not the biggest I've ever had. It's not the greatest I ever had, because half the time it didn't work. Like, he had to take Viagra and shit. So, yeah. And I think that came from the fact that, like, he's one of those people that, like, absolutely has a porn addiction to where he has to look at that in order to get in the mood. But, yeah, it wasn't even that big. I mean, you guys can look at it online. It's all over the place. Because, you know, he'll probably go into his next relationship and be like, I've never done anything like that. Meanwhile, he's on the internet getting cracked. But yeah, not the biggest, not the best. Just average pee-pee. And when it's attached to an asshole, it makes it worse.